Well, President Biden returned to Washington, D.C. after spending the weekend at Camp David. Tonight, there are new questions about just how involved the U.S. should be in Ukraine. CBS's Christina Ruffini is at the White House for us with more. Christina, good evening.
Good evening, Jerika. Members of the president's own party are starting to ask how long the U.S. should let Ukraine hold back the Russian army all on its own.
The situation in Mariupol is both dire militarily and heartbreaking. The city doesn't exist anymore.
Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba said today Russian seizure of the city could mean an end to future negotiations with Russia.
Mariupol may be a red line.
Ukraine says its embattled east will not be able to hold out much longer against the larger and more powerful Russian military without larger and more powerful Western weapons. The Biden administration is already rushing $800 million worth of military aid, including helicopters, howitzers, and ammunition.
I would really like to hear the administration talk about winning and having a sense of urgency on getting these things there. Otherwise, this window of opportunity we have the next couple of weeks to really disrupt Russia's attempt to build up is going to pass.
But Democrat Chris Coons, an ally of the president, says it's time for him to reconsider sending in U.S. troops, something Mr. Biden has repeatedly said he won't do.
I think the history of the 21st century turns on how fiercely we defend freedom in Ukraine, and that Putin will only stop when we stop him.
Today, the Ukrainian prime minister said Ukraine will keep fighting.
We will not surrender. We will not leave our country, our families, our land. So we will fight absolutely till the end, till the win in this war.
And Christina Ruffini again at the White House. Christina, obviously there has been talk of a possible trip to Ukraine by the President of the United States. What are you hearing?
Well, security personnel at the State Department are actively working with officials to decide if and when it makes sense to send diplomats back into the country. Now, if you remember, all the people who evacuated from U.S. Embassy Kyiv, some of them went home, but a lot of them have been working out of Poland. So I think you're more likely to see diplomatic officials, maybe even some very senior ranking ones, go back into Ukraine before you would see the president.
Yes, still a very dangerous area, obviously. Christina Ruffini, thank you.